Sportsnet is proud to present Pro Beach Volleyball. Live from Ocean Mall on Singer Island in beautiful Riviera Beach, Florida. It's the Miller Lite AVP Tour. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you, Craig. We'll check in with you a little bit later. This is the official sport of the summer, the Miller Lite AVP Tour. Scott Akatubby, Brian Lewis, Randy Stoklos, one of your old favorites, against David Swatik. This will be Swati's best finish ever in a Pro Beach Volleyball tournament. You see the great crowd, gorgeous Riviera Beach. What outstanding hosts they have been for us this weekend. We are live. We are in our semifinal match. 9-6. Stoklos and Swatik on top, serving. Randy can't dig that one up. How's this match going so far, Bob?
It's been very strange. They start off 4-1 for Ak and Louie on the bad side. Then Swati and Stokey came back, tied it up at 5 from the bad side. You'd think these two jump serving machines would be scoring more points on the good side. Hasn't worked out that way.
It certainly has been a crazy semifinal. There's a great serve by Louie. Brian Lewis out of Corona del Mar, California, and they get a point to move it to 7-9 with 5.5 on the clock.
Watch this. Right down the middle here, comes back down. He sees the opening, comes down the middle. It doesn't happen.
Lewis again going the other way, looking for Randy Stoklos. And now David Swatik will go back and serve. 24 years of age, the southpaw. Louie getting set and waiting. There's Swati. He's taken a couple of fourths in his career, and this is a new step for him. Off with a great stretch, and now we'll try to loop it in. Yeah! Scott Akatubby!
Unbelievable. What a serve from the bad side to start the whole thing off. Unbelievable. Here's Akatubby, dives to his right, barely gets it up. Louie backs it up, backing right, looks like a center fielder, brings it back on the net. Akatubby does a paintbrush deep into the corner, hits all nothing but line.
Into the wind helped a lot there. On the good side, Akatubby and Lewis. Swati swats that one. The dig, but that's going to go out of play, and the side out to Randy Stoklos.
Swati has really improved his arm swing. He's been working out in the weights a lot this winter. His jump's bigger, and that was a rip right there. That's a tough ball to hit in the wind like this.
In fact, that's how Swatik and Stoklos hooked up as partners. They share the same personal trainer, TJ Goodman, out of Gold's Gym. Best hands on the beach, Louie. That was a little tough, too. And over quickly, and Stokey can't convert.
Stokey almost gave up on the ball. That was a chuck by Louie. He's talking to Marvin right now saying, you know, this isn't picnic volleyball. Call those, and that should have been called.
Barbecue ball, if you will.
Pass the hot dogs.
The Marvin that Hobb is referring to is our referee, Marvin Hall. This is semifinal action. Loyola and Steffes waiting to see who they'll get in our final. That's a tight one right there, and no chance for Swatik. I don't think it ever went. That's what Marvin Hall is discussing right now. I don't think it went over, and that is the call.
Let's see. No, that was 6 inches low on the net. Good call by Marvin. Maybe a little makeup call, but he was right. Another angle right from here. Swati goes for the push-off. Pushing the net, point. Ak and Louie.
This one tightening up. Lewis. Swatik will get a swing. Oh, Lewis can't quite. A nice little cut there by Swati. It'll be side out to Stoklos and Swatik.
Stokey missed that set. It was off a little bit. Louie's got to bring that ball up, especially on the good side.
This is the Miller Lite AVP Tour, the first of 4 stops here in Florida. There's Swatik's 96 season, had tendonitis in that knee, which really hampered him for most of the season.
Exactly. He should have sat out a couple of weeks and got it taken care of. Instead, he settled for some bad finishes, had some bad partners, really worked hard in the offseason. That's where he picked up Stokey, and they're starting off on a good note.
The joust goes back to Lewis. Louie again, Swatik up and over. Ak will hustle to take it. Another tight set. That wind is really playing havoc with both these teams. That's why it looks a little sloppy.
Yeah, tough to play out there.
Akatubby, no sir. Goes out. So a long rally, not a pretty one, but the crowd certainly enjoys it.
Bring that one to an end somehow. Put it out of its misery. And Ak goes for the cross court, just out.
Great, knowledgeable volleyball fans, of course, here in Florida. We will be in Clearwater next week. We hope to see you out there. Ticket sales are brisk, so get them early this week. Clearwater, then we'll be in Fort Myers and then end up our tour of April in Florida down in Miami. So if you're watching us in the Sunshine State, make a plan to be with us to watch the best beach players in the world.
Good timeout here by Ack and Louie. Regroup a little bit. They want to get 2 more points on the good side, because if they go over there down 12-8, they're in major league trouble.
While we have just a moment, I'm talking about the best players in the world. Unfortunately, 2 of the best are missing this week again. Karch Kirai with the shoulder surgeries. We see our Swatch Sand timeout. And AJ, Adam Johnson is suffering through some hard times.
It was strange. It's been a 2-week groin injury. I think he had a little lower back injury combined with that. He tried to keep it a secret. For a groin injury, he should have been back this week. It's going to be trouble next week finding a partner. He's been out for 2 weeks. You don't want to take a chance on him not showing up. See what happens.
The partner shuffle will continue. Stokey trying for the tough angle. Can't quite get it over the net.
That's the smallest piece of pie he was trying to cut off on that, and that's a tough angle with the wind and everything. Bad set also by Swatik.
Stokey's maybe lost an inch or 2 on the jump, but experience. Boys, there you can see it with the gray hair.
Hey, this game is 80% of experience. He's still crushing the ball, setting the ball beautifully, blocking his fair share.
Hasn't won since February of '95. Randy Stoklos, 3rd all-time in wins in beach volleyball history. That's a point for Akatabi and Lewis, so we'll take our first turn. We are live here with our semifinal. It's 10-10 Akatabi Lewis and Stoklos and Swatik. The AVP Riviera Beach Open is brought to you by Miller Lite, who reminds you that anything can happen. Bob and Craig Hummer. Gorgeous Riviera Beach. Know your Florida. We're about an hour north of Fort Lauderdale. Tell you what, Tim Hovland spent some of his best days of his life here in Sunshine State.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. With authority, oh, yeah. We are back. Our semifinal, Akatabi, Louis, Stoklos, and Swatik.
You got to get the advantage right now to Stoklos and Swatik. They're on the good side. They can bomb some serves, get Ack and Louis in trouble, which should happen. We'll see what happens.
And what a story that would be if Randy Stoklos could weave his way back into a final here on the Miller Lite AVP Tour. Close set again as it drifts. Good play by Stokey to keep it alive. Louis. Ack with the swing. Great turn and extension. Boy, that's tough to do. And Ack used all of his extension to get that one home.
No doubt about that. But they both got great hands. You see, it comes off the net like that. Louis slows it up, puts it right on the net. Ack can put it away.
This coming from a guy who bumped 100% of his career.
Hey, look at these hands. They don't even open up. How can I set with them?
You knew when they were like that. Good pass by Randy. Swatik with the bump. Stoklos the bomb to put it away in a side out. It's 10-10.
Akatabi thought the ball was going to be coming out the net. He drops off. Stokey says, I'm bringing you some leather. Nice shot.
This is the 2nd tournament these 2 have played together, so still working on that chemistry. But, Randy has been very impressed with Swatik's conditioning. It was what impressed him the most as Ack puts it away along with Louis, and they'll have the side out to serve. He's got Ack.
Watch Ack get back in. He'll still bomb from the bad side. These guys shoot from the hip. They don't care. They're going to use a little cut shot into the wind. That's a great serve from the bad side. Unbelievable.
Right in the middle. I got it. You take it. And the final lunge by Swatik, unable to bring it up on the pass. Here's the ace.
Akatabi coming across the middle here. Take a little something off it. Watch it on the Hovestrator. Boom. From the bad side. Point 11-10.
Will he go right back there? This time it goes to Stoklos. Backing up is Lewis.
That's not a bad move. That wind is really taking the ball, wreaking havoc with it. Drop back, see if you can get it up. Stokey just made a great shot. If you can do that every time, let him do it.
Yeah. Akatabi and Lewis digging in, ready to go. Stokey. That's a good pass by Louis. Swatik, and it works for a point.
Major league block by Swatik.
Tell us a little bit about Swatik's game, because we haven't seen him on the tube yet.
Well, Swatik not known for his blocking, but watch his hands on this. Gets up, penetrates the angle, left hand over, throws it back, 11-all. He's an all-around good player. He's got a good jump serve. He's got good hands. I mean, he's not great in any department, but he can bring it. He can bring it on the heat. He's a good player. You know, he could be great.
And he's on his way to being great, and this is one step in that experience. Back with more live from Riviera Beach in a moment. back in Florida, and only here on the Miller Lite AVP Tour do we dial you in with the players during the action and for what's happening now with Akatubby and Lewis. Let's go down to our man on the sand, Craig Hummer. Hummy.
Thanks, guys. With Scott Akatubby. You guys are on the bad side, 11-all. What do you got to do to close out this game?
We got to pass the ball on this side and side out, and hopefully get a couple jump serves in. It's tough serving over there, and basically just side out on the bad side.
All right, good luck, you guys. Go after it. Back to you guys.
Hey, exactly what we're talking about. They've got to pass the ball, get to the good side, and start bombing away.
Part of the wonderful crowd here at Riviera Beach. Again, we hope that you can join us to dance just like that little fella next week in Clearwater. He's got some paws in the making there.
I can see him. I can see him. I'll play with him in the 2000s.
Oh, yeah. How fast will you be? Here's Randy Stoklos, still
Here we go.
one of the best on the beach. All those great years with St. John Smith, of course, in the 80s. Good serve by Stokey. It's just so tough on the side that Ak and Louie are on right now.
It's really tough right now, and it's kicking up even more. They're going to go at Akatubby. He's closest to the beach right here. So Randy steps back, sees Ak.
Yeah.
The wind's really coming right behind Ak's back, and the ball really drops off. Point. Another one.
It's just tough to read for Louie right now. And as brisk as the wind is now, it is nothing compared to what the players had to endure yesterday, the first day of this tournament. This is a relative calm compared to how it was blowing on Saturday. Brian Lewis, see if they go back to him. Switching it up with Ak. Tough. Louie will have to bring it over on two, and it's right on the line.
Brian knows exactly. If they can get on the good side, down 12-13, the advantage is now in their favor. If they go down there, go over 14-11, they got to side out.
Louie, by the way, wants to pass his hellos to all his buddies down at the place at Corona Del Mar and China Cove gang.
And there it is. That's a tough serve. Floater from the bad side.
Flamer and the boys at CDM will like that one. An ace by Brian Lewis. We got a close one. You're not going anywhere. 13-12, Stokey and Swatik. See you in a minute. Welcome back. 1-point game right now. Stokey and Swatik on top, and it seems like old times when we have Randy Stoklos in the semifinal. He is with Craig Hummer.
Thanks, Billy, with Randy Stoklos. Randy, 13-12 side change. You're up by one, but you're going to the bad side. What do you need to do to close this out?
Well, we got to pass the ball first off, but second of all, and more importantly, we got to set each other. We're doing an awful setting on the bad side, and we got to put that ball up to the net and enable ourselves to put the ball away.
All right, good luck. Back to you guys.
That might be a little inexperience on Swatik's part. He's never really been here. The wind's kicking up a little bit of fuss. Randy knows what to do out here. He's got to handle the ball and not hit the ball out. You can't give him easy points.
I think you can sense the excitement in the voice of Randy Stoklos since breaking up with St. John a couple of years back. He has gone through about 300 partners.
Look out for the right combo.
And right now he's on the verge of making it into another final, but he's got to get it done on the bad side against Ak and Louie. Ak puts up the big block, quick back down. Swatik with the left hand bomb. Louie, yes! Keeping it alive. Randy up the ladder. Oh, and down it goes.
Hey, Stokey with that famous pose.
But a great play by Brian Lewis on the other side to just keep it alive.
Cross-court hammer by Swatik. Ball comes up, tickles the top, dribbles down. Good reaction here by Stokey. Brings the ball up. Swatik with kind of a small set, but hey, if it hits the ground, let it go.
Using the equipment, Lewis, but not quite enough. Louie again, Swatik up.
Oh, nice set.
Swatik with a chance, but Ak's there. Backing up is Lewis. That's a tough set, but he does it perfectly in the bomb.
That's what I was saying earlier. These guys have the best hands on the beach. That is a very tough set. Louie backing up, throwing in the middle of the court. You just don't do that. Ak can deliver that ball.
Especially at 13-12 to backpedal like that and have such confidence in your hand.
That's unbelievable.
Akatubby will serve down by a point.
Just out.
Yeah, a little fortunate there for Swatik. He had no chance whatsoever, and that one kind of rode the wind and was wide, and now Randy Stoklos will go back to serve.
I would think you'd just get it in here. Try to back up Louie, but he's going to go for the jump serve. No, he's not. The experience shows through.
Swatik will be up for the block. Ak uses line, gets a side out.
But now they're on the defensive now. Louis has 3 aces so far this match. Swatik on the other side, kind of green, probably a little bit back on his heels. Should probably drill one right at him.
Glad you're joining us coast to coast here on Fox Sports Net. The Miller Lite AVP Tour at Riviera Beach. Semifinal action. Who will play? Loyola and Steppas for the title. A mistake, unforced error, if you will, by Swatik, and we're tied at 13.
Randy made the mistake he was just talking about. He's got great hands, too. He should grab that ball and throw it up there. Bring it down a little bit for Swatik. Show him the way. Swatik tries to hammer into the middle of the court, hits the top of net, 13 all.
Lewis, out it goes. Now, there's a new rule this year when you throw up your serve, you've got to hit it no matter what you do. You don't get a second opportunity.
No second tries here. You got to hit that first one. Louis might have, last year he would have caught that ball. This year, you've got to bang it away.
So, yeah, you can do it in tennis, but not here anymore.
Close.
Louis goes over on the only real play that he had.
Yes, very fortunate for Louis. Stoklos usually gets up and gets a piece of that ball. He should try to soft block it. Louis puts it away, back, toting the line.
Louis trying to get his partner pumped. Tied at 13. Going to 15. Got to win by 2, though.
Too close.
Joust. Kept alive by Swatik. Chance for Ack. Swing! Randy Stoklos is there for a huge block at this juncture of the game.
Stokey taking it into his own hands. He wants this game. Watch this, right on the net. Cross-court hammer. Stokey says, I'll shut the door.
All those years with St. John, of course, he was the man on the net with Smith patrolling the back, and Randy's still one of the formidable blockers on tour.
He's got huge hands, big toilet bowl-sized hands. I mean, he gets them over the net, it's going back down.
3-time MVP of the Miller Lite AVP Tour, Randy Stoklos. He's up the block again. Swatik can't run that one down. Well-timed, good touch by Ack.
They should have had a little more communication there. Ack just got roofed. You know he's going to go to a shot. You got to call it out there. But he has a good shot in the corner. They get a side out, and Louis goes back with the ball. And an ace on his mind.
There's a great athlete in his own right, Brian Lewis.
He can serve, too.
That's maybe the best facet of his game. Block out! Swatik trying to go cross-court, and Akatabi gave him no right. And we are at game point now for Brian Lewis and Scott Akatabi trying to get into our final.
That's pulling booth time. The ball drifted on the court, on the net, just a little bit too tight. Swatik swing away. Didn't happen.
Louis for the game. See how Swatik sets. Randy, this is off the net. That's a lot of experience there. Nice calm and casual for Stokey.
He pulled through into the corner. That ball was about 10 feet off the net. Nice little slide shot down the line. Swatik goes back to serve.
That was an opportunity for Ack and Louis if they had guessed correctly to get an easy pass and a possible game winner. Swatik in the clutch.
Oh, he calls that a point game.
To make a call at this juncture.
Score now 14 all.
Brian Lewis, not one to argue. Just kind of turns and takes his medicine.
Oof. Because he had one just like that earlier. Didn't call it. Steps up there, Marvin.
Brings us to 14 all, and then a mistake by Swatik. Just got to keep it in play there on the bad side.
That's a little bit of inexperience right there. Go back to him, make him side out. You got everything in your favor.
Yeah, especially after that call.
Oh, yeah.
Got to make Louis set it again.
Make him do it everything again.
Now he's forgotten about it. We've moved on.
No, we haven't. It's an out ball by Ack. Stokey to total line.
Who wants this one?
Stokey will not make it and serve out. He will put the ball in play.
In fact, that's one thing that Randy was saying to us right before this game. He goes, I've got so much experience and I draw upon it. He's trying to give that to his partner now, David Swatik.
Cross-court spike by Scott Akatabi.
The clock, our SWAT clock is at 2:19. But once you get to 14 on and go into overtime, it doesn't matter because that changed this year again. You've got to win by 2.
Right, if you're up by 1, 15-14, the clock runs out. It's just back to normal play. It could be for 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
And that's another one of the new rules here on the Miller Lite AVP Tour. Kept alive. It's a quick touch by Ack, but a little too casual. And unable Lewis to track it down.
At this stage of the game, you don't make anything look casual. You get that ball up and you put it away. Then you can celebrate back there with the Miller Lite, but not right now. You got to make that ball come up.
One more point here for Swatik and Stoklos guarantees them either a victory or a chance to get back on the good side.
Yes.
So a very important serve for Swatik.
Goes away from the jump serve.
Louis gets a swing at it. Randy a hand. A chance to go to 15, 14. A back flipper. No.
Oh, good try. Goes for the ultimate cut shot.
Side out, Atkinson.
Here it is at the
Lewis,
net. Net
14
cam.
all.
Stokes
Back on
touches the
launching
ball.
pad.
Swatik takes off. Randy's got to get off the net a little bit so he can get a good approach on the ball. He doesn't. Goes to the backhand flipper. A la Fishburne shot. Just out of bounds.
Stokey with 122 wins lifetime. That pass goes right to the waiting arm of Lewis, and Swatik almost got a facial that time.
It looks like a real hard pitch back.
But we are at another game point for Ack and Louis. We are live at Riviera Beach, the Miller Lite AVP Tour. Semi-final action here on Fox. Great serve to end it! Akatami the ace!
Great serve. It didn't serve that well. Most of the match, when it counted, 2 quick aces.
Well, Stokes and Swatik can draw upon this great finish, but it'll be Akatami and Lewis moving on to our final. We've got a lot more coming up after this.
We'll be right back.